Hey, what's going on guys? Chris back with you with another unboxing and review video, and this one is going to be for an outdoor security camera. Of course, outdoor security cameras can be used indoors as well. They're marketing it as an outdoor camera, of course, is for the weatherproofing. This is by a company, Nooie, and they actually make smart home bulbs as well. I actually have one in the IKEA lamp right behind you, as you see. Obviously, it's not on right now. It's a color changing light bulb, smart light bulb that goes off of Wi-Fi. You can see that video on this channel already. I will try to have it linked as one of the ending videos after this video is done. Just like all my product review videos, in the description box below the video is going to be this exact same product. So once the video is done, you can read more about it, pick one up yourself. Let's run a few specs by you real quickly, and we're going to get into some more specs. The input is 5 volt 1 amp. The model number is IPC200. Compatibility is Android 4.4 or newer and iOS 8.0 or newer. And of course, it does go off of an app as well, so you can monitor it. So without further ado, let's head on right over here. Let's go ahead and unbox this. Let's run it through the test run. All right, let's get this plastic off here. Of course, it is full HD, waterproof, motion detection, night vision, cloud or store locally, two-way audio as well. That's great for if you have a delivery, you can actually tell the person to go ahead and put it on your porch or hide it in a bush or whatnot. Two-way audio. Of course, you can also tell people if someone is creeping around that you are gonna call the police and they will, God willing, flee from the area. So let's go ahead and get this guy on out of here. All right, opening it on up, we have our little quick start guide right there. Let's go ahead and toss that out of the way for real quickly here. Then of course your welcome packet. Looks like a couple stickers, that's kind of cool. And we have our camera right here. And let's go ahead and get this camera on out of here, which does have your cord in this one here and your hardware to mount it obviously in this one here. Looks like that is it for the box. So we'll get that out of the way. Let's go ahead and open this on up and get the cord out, and let's get the boring stuff out of the way first. Oh, that's really nice. They actually give you, let's go ahead and open it on up and show you what you have in the packet here. That's really cool that they give you these to cord management, tack that down on your wall, etc. Your screws are in there. Your drywall hooks are in there as well. So all your mounting is inside of that little pouch there. Next up in this little pouch, we're gonna have our, what looks to be probably our back plate wall right there, and looks like a small, some sort of little contraption there. And that looks like it screws onto the back of the camera for mounting. What's nice is that they actually do give you a wall plug as well. It's gonna be a thin, long one. Of course, this is the US model. So if you guys are watching this over in the UK, I will try to have this linked as well if they sell it in the UK. So we have our, of course, our plug-in right there for USB, and that is how it is powered. Let's go ahead and get the plastic off of this. And we have our cord here. I'm gonna see in the manual if there is precise cord length on that, or I'll give you a guesstimation. But before I do, inside, of course, is like we just said, we have 4 wood screws, 4 concrete screws, 4 wall anchors, the cable clips like we just showed you. And a guesstimation from tip to tip is going to be about 8 feet, but that is about a guesstimation or so. Here is our speaker for two-way audio. And let's go ahead and remove this guy here. And we also do have another sticker right here covering the lens for nice protection. Let's get that out of the way there. And there is our camera right there. Looking fantastic. Nice little gloss finish to it there. And let's see where the microphone input is. That might be a 2-in-1 right there, or I'm sorry. Your microphone input would be right here on the side and side right there. That is for audio in. This is for your speaker audio out. All right, coming around to all over the top and bottom. Coming around to the back here, and I'm just gonna cover up my QR code for the camera to be able to install it in my app for security purposes, obviously. It's right underneath my thumb, and through the directions on the app, you'll probably scan that QR code reader to connect it to your camera. Wall plate, of course, goes on the back right here to mount into. So you can actually unscrew that from it if you needed to take it down. Well, the mounting plate would obviously still be in the wall. So this is how you would mount it here. It says wall right there, it slips in and then turns there. And of course your screws would be into the wall here where my thumb is, going that way and that way. And what's nice is that it actually goes different directions, as we can see there. And if you needed to turn it, this thing turns here completely all around, or once it's mounted, it would turn like that. So you can get the different angles and shots, of course, like that. and then going the different directions that you need to go that way. You can go ahead and like turn this, mount that down like that if you want to, or turn it back, bring it all the way down. It only goes up that far though, so it goes this high, but it would go that far down, almost. That's almost straight down. That's pretty much straight down. Going that way, or you can mount it like, let's say this way, and you can go up like that for some oddball reason if you wanted to like mount that into some sort of like entryway item and have an upward shot at the person. Instead of going down at the person, you would have an upward shot. I actually have one on my porch right now that I have a downward shot of the door so I can see packages that have arrived from Amazon. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and download the app. We're gonna go ahead and take it through all the test runs here. All right, guys, the app to download, just search that or use the QR code right down here for the iTunes Store or the Google Play Store. And it does not support 5G, but obviously your router Wi-Fi connection will be 2.4 or 5 at your home. So just make sure you're on 2.4 when you're trying to connect to the camera. And underneath this little flap here, there's gonna be 2 small screws. You're gonna need a small screwdriver there. Underneath that is going to be your reset button here, and also right there, that little slot is going to be a micro SD card if you want to record on a micro SD card. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the app here. So here we have the front door in the office. I actually had their indoor motorized camera as well. I'll try to have that linked in the description box below. I've actually already reviewed that one. But here, let's go ahead and take a look at front door here. So we click on that, and obviously that one will fire up. Now we are in night vision right now. I'm gonna go ahead and need to raise that up a little bit. It has a straight shot at the front door. I like to keep a camera on the lower front door portion for packages. So let me head out there because right now we're getting a lot of the night vision reflecting off of the ground there. So let me go ahead and raise that up and we'll get a better shot and we'll be able to see the front door. All right, so here we are. The actual porch light is on. So this will kind of show you a nice crisp, again, full HD 1080p. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the porch light here. But as you can see here, look at my stone here, the bench, the wreath on the front door, very crisp and clear. So let's go ahead and turn off the porch and then it will automatically click over right there, as you can see, once you turn it off. And as you can see, all the way to the front door. Again, the wreath on the front door, if there was a package up there, an intruder, you definitely can see them. Look at my plants, my potted plant there, up the rose bushes to the left, the kitchen window, my mulch right in front of the camera. Now, obviously, if this was a permanent position, but for the review video, I want to show you a couple different angles. But if this was a permanent position going down, you would have less night vision brightness right in the middle of your screen there. That's where the night vision is protruding out. So the higher you raise that up, it's not going to reflect off of something right below it. Now it is pretty late. As you can see in the top left corner, there's the date and time. It's currently, I need to actually sync that up. It's actually at 11:15 here. I won't show you the two-way audio. I'll do that in the daytime shots. And then we do have right in the middle of your screen, we have the little bell. That is for the alarm as well. Not to mention the snapshots. So you hit that snapshot, takes a snapshot, records that to your photos. And then if you wanted to record something right off the bat, let's say if you didn't have it, you can see it's recording right now. That will obviously as well save that to your camera roll as well. I do have a SIM card in the camera already, but that is a great night shot there. The fire up time is actually very quick as well. Let's go ahead and go up to the top right and we'll go to the settings here. Audio recording is on, so it's going to be picking up audio recording. Status light is on. You can actually shut that off. It's a very small white LED light that turns on or off, very subtle. You can rotate the image if you've mounted it and you need to rotate the image. Night vision I have on auto. Synchronized time. It says it's synchronized, but for some reason it might be off a little bit for some reason because that was 22. That would actually be 10:17, so it's an hour off. Motion detection here. Sensitivity level, I have on medium. You can click that on and off if it's triggering too many false detections or if it's in a very high traffic area. You can schedule that as well. So Monday through Sunday, I have it here, but you do need to read these directions here. So if you don't want to create a schedule or create a schedule, it's right here in front of you here. You hit that check mark, you're all good to go. You can set up to 3 schedules. You can do that for sound detection as well right here. I don't have sound detection on, but if it was on, you click that over, low, medium, high as well, and you can do up to 3 different schedules for the sound detection as well if you wanted to pick up sound recordings. Storage here, I have my SD card. You can format the SIM card right here. You can camera share with other people. And camera information, I won't click on that. There's a lot of sensitive information there. So that's some really good settings. And again, it fires right back up after a few seconds. That's something I have noticed about this camera. It is wireless, but it is connected through a power plug, but it's wirelessly being connected as long as you have an outlet, and this fires up very nicely. Okay, so after it looks like I synced my time, it actually looks like the time is now correct. So that's really good news. And also something I do want to mention, this camera has actually been outside for quite a while, upwards about a month or so. And this has been rained on. We hit a really big rain spell several weeks ago here in California. And this thing got dumped on and it works completely fine. The only thing I did have to do was take a microfiber cloth or a cotton shirt and clean off the lens. Because the way it's mounted on the ground here, it got a little bit of upsplash and I had to clean off the lens, but it wasn't even that bad. Watch this, look what picks up on the camera, and I got a push notification, and then we're gonna scroll the wheel here. It's just gonna take a split second here. I will edit this. So here we go, left coming up right there. A little cat goes through my flower bed, and I was like, what's going on? You know, it kind of creeps you out, a little push notification, and you know, here it is, you know, 10:30 at night. I was like, nah, no visitors. And here, little kitty cat rolls right through. And I think it trips the night vision because I'm in the bathroom to the right here. Maybe the light came on and then it kind of switched back over. But I thought that was cool. Wanted to catch that on camera because I did receive a push notification for the cat tripping the motion detection. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at a little bit more footage in the daytime here. Now, something I do want to mention, I'm not sure if the camera is going to pick this up or not, but I have my Nooie cam notifications. When I look at that and I hit that, unfortunately, it doesn't take me to the video that I want to see. It just takes me to the main screen here. So in that case, you want to hit up here, top left, go to your inbox right here, front door, and then you want to go ahead and take a look at the time frame here. Also, something to keep in mind is I wish they would actually go ahead and switch those times instead of military time. I wish they would actually have, instead of 1633, 433, which would be fantastic. Let's go ahead and see here. The DHL guy came. Let me go ahead and find that video for you guys. All right, here it is right here. And you guys are going to like this. So we go ahead and go to video. And this is, again, off of the SD card. Lays down the package there. You can tell exactly who he is. Mask on. Very high definition. Unfortunately, my pot is in the way, so you can't really see the package. And I do actually need to move that pot. But we can zoom in, and bada bing, bada boom. You see that right there in the middle of your screen? That would be the package creeping up right there. But as you can see here, I raised the camera angle, has the time stamp up there, the date and time. That looks absolutely fantastic, especially how clear his image was there. Now, again, a lot of these, unfortunately, is because it gets windy in the evening, afternoon here. And so some of these are going to be false notifications, unfortunately. It's just because the bushes are whipping in front of the house. If that does happen, you can lower the sensitivity. Or if this camera was maybe up on that roof shining down, I might get a little less shaking. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Here, let me just show you a false notification here. See how the rose bushes are whipping and the shadows right in front of the camera are whipping? So it's actually picking that up. So lower the sensitivity if you are getting false push notifications for just wind. Alrighty, for this portion of the video, guys, we're gonna be testing out the Siren speaker and speech, meaning two-way audio. And let's go ahead and look at where my camera is. I brought it inside just because we do have some neighbors outside, and it's just easier to film with doing sirens and all that kind of stuff. But let's go ahead and look at the small LED indicator light right there. It's just the top one right there, and that you actually can turn off if you want to. It's very, very subtle, but if you want it completely blacked out, I'll leave that up to you. That is in the settings menu. Okay, let's come right over here, and this is what we're looking at right here, full HD as I'm editing the video. We're gonna go ahead and test out number 1, 1, 2, 3 hand raising, 1, 2, 3 lowering, 1, 2, 3 raising, 1, 2, 3 lowering. So it looks like it's not even half a second delay. So that's really good because we are, of course, going off of completely wireless right here. This is a shot if you would have it indoors. The fan, yes, we do have a little bit of sun coming through over here, but that actually isn't that bad. A little bit washed out, but obviously my front porch with the DHL guy, I mean, that was just a beautiful shot with the sun behind the camera. So you might want to appropriately install the camera how you want. Okay, anyway, we've already looked at most of that. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. So here's speech. We do have to allow it because I'm actually on my tablet here. So let's go ahead and hit speech. Hey! We are experiencing a little bit of feedback. Hold on one second. We are experiencing a little bit of feedback, probably because I have my wireless microphone on, plus the cell phone. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but we're getting a lot of interference, and that does not happen when I was testing it outside. It must be because all the microphones, maybe the computer, I'm not exactly sure, but the speaker does work well. Hey, get out of here. There you go. Before that reverb hits. Now, something to keep in mind that I do want to show you here. Let me go ahead and get back in the saddle here. Hey! There you go. Can you guys hear that? Let me put the microphone next to it a little bit more. Yo, what's happening, baby? All right, there we go. Hey! Hey, Superman gonna come get you if you don't drop that package. It actually sounds a little bit better on my Samsung S8 Plus. This is kind of an entry middle level tablet, so it's not as good as my Samsung. But when I go to hit the microphone, it actually cuts off, and then it doesn't automatically cut back on when you undo it. So that's something that the Nooie app developers need to do. You actually need to not cut that off, meaning that when I hit this, that does not cut off, or if it does cut off after I do this, that will go back on. Because if you're trying to conversate with, you know, the DHL guy or the, you know, post office guy, you're gonna be, oh, can you say that again? Hold on, and then you're gonna have to fiddle with that. So hopefully the developers can see this video and fix that issue. Okay, next up and lastly is gonna be the bell. We hit this. And that's really annoying. Not over the top loud, but that's definitely annoying where people are gonna get a little freaked out and they're gonna split. Remember, the speaker is actually very small on the bottom there, but that is, sounds definitely loud for that little itty bitty speaker there. So you do have your alarm. We've already seen the other functions here, guys. Again, you can go back to your different days, however big your memory card is, it will loop record, meaning that if you have a small memory card, it will then re-record back over what was first recorded until it gets to the present. I think you guys get the idea, and that, of course, on the tablet would be right down here for playback. We've already seen that. Well, guys, overall, a solid camera. It definitely works great within the app and looks fantastic for nighttime and daytime shots as well, as we've seen. Hit that thumbs up button if it is giving you a good informed decision. And again, your links will be in the description box below for this exact same camera. But just like all my videos, guys, please don't go into debt for anything that I do review and make a video about. But if you do have the cash and it intrigues you, go ahead and purchase on away. Again, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe on your way out. We'll see you guys on the next video. Take care for now. Bye-bye. Don't let the party stop, guys. Hit one of these videos, continue to watch. We'll see you soon.